Hey, it's Storytelling Ron. I want to talk about Star Wars RPG Force to the Edge has come to an abrupt ending. Sorry about that. Two players had to bow out, the dad and the son, because work, he's just covering, I don't know, there's a dirge or shortage of worker, people in his field, and he just had to cover. And I mean, he's also in my Rhyme of the Frost Maiden, but he's only one there, so I'm able to continue that one with the other four players. But in this one, it was two, and I've been meaning to end it at some point sooner than later. Anyway, I was hoping they'd get a ship and get off the planet, and then I'd end it then, in a funny way, because they were dying to get off Tatooine. But the delay, and I didn't want to. I just decided to end it. It was like it may be because I'm a new GM in it, but I did find it a little frustrating. I think I probably set the precedent of it, that there just seemed to be a lot of my little critique now. There seemed to be a lot of I don't know. Every time I would bring up the sort of I even forgot now, the penalty die, the setback die or something, everyone would kind of question how many I was putting in there and all that. And I was trying to figure out the system, but that got a little tedious, I think, and just the whole system to me was not my cup of tea, or maybe I just wasn't used to it, or I don't know. It just felt a little bit of a tension going on with trying to figure out who got what bonuses and what setbacks, and how the pool dice went, and it seemed to stop the game a lot. I'm not into the pool dice thing where you figure out how many dice, positive and negative, It was just, I don't know, something about it. And as they got up higher in their skill ranks, I felt like they were always going to hit or always going to succeed. There's some setbacks or some whatever the negative. I'm even forgetting terminology. That's because I'm old now. But there would be some negative narratives or whatever, but it just felt like they were always going to succeed or whatever. And I don't know. Something about the system I was not into, but I want to say it's more about me than about the system. So maybe you all like it. But one thing I will say is I asked like the one that was the veteran player of the system, and he said they usually sort of fizzled out after about the same experience points that we were at. I think they were at like 500 or 600. I don't remember what it was, but I felt like they fizzled out and they would start a whole new campaign, which was interesting because I felt like the dice rolls that were just too big, the pools of skills and stuff. I don't know, something about it. It seemed like it's very almost like when you get to like in D&D, almost like, but it felt like when they got to 7th level, comparatively speaking, they were sort of too powerful in the system. But I still kind of like the system. I still, it was fun. It was, I feel like it's, I guess you should check it out, try it out. I don't know. It's not, something about it. The pool dice is a little odd to me. I think players that are min max this is probably not a good one for them, right? It's supposed to be narrative and not about min max. Like D&D seems more about how you try to min max the numbers and crunch the numbers, whereas the Star Wars one should definitely not be about that. It should be less about that too, less about getting the fewer upgrade points you get, the better. Just play it at that level, where it's just more narrative. That may be an issue too. You should think about. Everyone loves Star Wars, the whole sort of space opera, swashbuckler, fantasy, sci-fi in the setting. So there's that. And they certainly add as much as they can into the Star Wars RPG. They do a good job of that. The artwork and the books and the format. And just giving you a ton of just stuff to read and check out and meander through. It's very chaotic, too. It feels very chaotic. But that kind of feels like the Star Wars galaxy, actually. So overall, I thought it was a fun system. But I am moving on to a Christian role-playing game system that I've created and developing, and I've got actors for, and making a show for a Christian streaming service and for Christians. And it's missionary type adventure in 6th century Italy, the first genre I'm doing. I'm doing a sort of a D20 system though that's simpler, OSR feeling to it. So, and I'm making a sci-fi version and a post-apocalyptic version, which I'm pretty excited about. So that's kind of another reason why I said, let's just end this one because I really want to focus on the work I'm doing. So sorry to say, I ended it maybe a little too early, a little bit earlier than I anticipated, but I just had to do it just to kind of, get it off my plate, things that I had to do, and I've already gave the players a good long email about feeling sorry about that, but they all took it well, so that was good. Okay, so that's just my here's my little video just explaining kind of why the Star Wars show just ended abruptly. It's 25 episodes, so that's pretty good. Coming from I did not know how to GM or play it, so but it was fun. Okay, so we'll do a quick video to explain how this one is ending, and expect this channel to change to a Christian RPG. So just so you know, just don't want to surprise you there, and I'll be having a lot more news on that as I start making some more informational videos about that coming. All right, thanks for if you watched the Star Wars one to hear the handful of you or whatever, a handful of you, appreciate it, and just hope you enjoyed what I did have to offer. And all those assets that you see, they're on my website, so you can still go grab those and use them in Foundry or Roll20 or wherever you want. If you need those, they're on my website somewhere. I hid them around in there, so you got to go find them. But they're still there. All right, and all right. Well, thanks for. Sorry that it ended so abruptly, and thanks for watching and hearing what I have to say.